Yo, Willie Barrio. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the Let's Talk About It show, where curiosity meets conversation. You already know we're going to be an open format conversation. Anything goes, no rules to this. We are here to talk about things. It may be uncomfortable, it may be comfortable. Who knows? But let's get to it. We might be able to help each other out. Like the show, subscribe, share it. There's many things to talk about, but I'm here to share a couple of things. You know, one of the things are the awareness of a culture for my roots, being Puerto Rican, enjoying time on the island. One of the best festivals to start off the year, to end off the holidays. It's unofficial, but it's one of the best festivals in Puerto Rico. And they just broke records in 2025. Let's talk about it. So in 1950, this festival was originated and today is known as La Sanse. The festival has since evolved into a culture event that celebrates Puerto Rican heritage and identity. Identity, very important. Heritage, very important. There's a lot of rich heritage in Puerto Rico. A lot of rooted information. You know, people underestimate Puerto Rico a lot. You know, yes, we are struggling financially, but there's been a big turn with, you know, a lot of things happening lately. Artists as big as Bad Bunny, you know, bringing awareness to the island. You know, there's a lot of more artists behind him. They might not be as popular today, but they were popular. They broke records. They brought reggaeton to the island. There is a lot of things going on in Puerto Rico. You know, unfortunately, you know, there's a lot of people capitalizing on property, the island, the businesses, taxes, which doesn't help too much, you know, because it's not a lot of business, not a lot of employment out there. But that's for another story. But let's talk about this Sanse. La Sanse. I was just there in 2025, a couple of days ago. One of the best festivals ever. You know, again, a lot of music, a lot of fun, a lot of people. Very, very organized, very protected. You know, there's gonna be moments that things happen, but it happens anywhere. But the culture is just a lot of culture there, you know. I can't stress it enough. You know, with that culture, you know, and that festival, you know, it just brings people together, you know. I mean, there's a lot of moments where there's a lot of arguing and hate in life, and for some strange reason, festivals like that bring love and happiness and just brings people together. Families, friends, strangers. You know, a lot of tourists go, they enjoy their time there. You know, some of them might do some wild things, but hey, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. You know, as long as they're controlled and not acting up, it wouldn't be a problem. A lot of food, a lot of alcohol, you know, but control. Everything's controlled. It's very fun. If you haven't been there, you need to go there. It's usually the third week in January. You know, I had a great time. Brought my family out. We did a couple of things, man. It was an eventful, successful moment. La Sanse started, you know, in the 1950s. It started off as a little plaza street celebration, and then there was some time after that where it kind of just dissolved. It didn't go on anymore. And a gentleman in the 1970s came and just revived the festival, you know. I mean, brought it back to what it is, you know. And as the years gone, it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. So today, the festival is a 4-day festival. Imagine 4 days. Every year, the numbers keep on going up. This year, if I'm not mistaken, the numbers were in the millions. Imagine that, millions of people just roaming this one street in San Juan. Sanse2025 Street. Imagine millions of people roaming through those streets. You know, it's a good time. It's a good time. You know, today, like I said, the festival, 4-day celebration, takes place in the third week of January, features music, dances, parades, live performances, you know, arts and craft, traditional foods. You know, people are out there to celebrate the heritage, the identity of Puerto Rico and what it is today through all the downs, because without the downs there wouldn't be ups. But through all the downs, no matter what happens on that island, there are proud Puerto Ricans there. I'm very proud of it. I don't live there, but my family, my grandparents, my parents all come from Puerto Rico. I'm American Puerto Rican because I'm born in the United States, but I'm very proud to say that I am Puerto Rican. You know, the heritage is very rich. A lot of people just don't understand it. No matter where you go, I'll say 90% of the time, it's all love. No matter where you go, even in the United States, you find a community of Puerto Ricans, they will accept you, embrace you, feed you. I mean, they'll offer food, drinks, whatever it is. That's what it's all about. That's the identity of being Puerto Rican today. It's been like that for years, centuries. It's just been like that. And we fail to accept that because we look at it as poor island, no infrastructure. We could change that as people if we stick together. We just need to continue to stick together, to continue to take this island and grow it more and more and more. We have to find ways to buy our properties back. You know, we need to find ways to rebuild, restructure, make it better. I know it's hard, but there's people out there doing things for themselves and being selfish instead of trying to bring it together and making the island better and creating that really strong tourism that it needs. You know, thankfully, you know, we got artists out there that do that. And now one of the biggest artists started off working in a supermarket, young age. And now he's one of the most super artists of the world. Bad Bunny is just the biggest artist of the world. You know, bringing back that heritage and culture in this album that he just put out is phenomenal, because we are back on the map. Doing his residency in Puerto Rico, having tickets for residents only. Come on, man. You can't get no better than that. He's working for the island. He's doing that. He's right now working on bringing professional soccer back. Something that died really fast because the funding was not there. He's working on that. Basketball is one of the key features of Puerto Rico. Baseball is another key feature of Puerto Rico. You know, we just need to support that. Oh, if you're from Puerto Rico, if you lived in Puerto Rico, if you had to move out of Puerto Rico due to circumstances of financial issues, that you know that over here in the United States you can actually work, make money, get yourself together financially, that you couldn't do in Puerto Rico, the best thing you could do is try to invest into Puerto Rico when you have it. Rebuild, restructure what you had. That's the only way that island can continue to live. We need to stop allowing strangers come in and buy everything up and capitalize when we can do that. You know, the government allows that. That needs to be changed. People need to fight for that. Not saying that they're not fighting, but it's in smaller numbers. I think if everybody stuck together, it can happen. Welcome to the Let's Talk About It podcast. I'm your host, Willie Barrio. It's a little something to start it off. And if you're listening to this, reach out. Let's talk about it. Teach me while I teach everyone else. Let's collaborate. Let's do it together. Welcome to the podcast. Once again, let's talk about it. We are here. This is the first episode, the first show. Thank you for tuning in, and we can just collaborate together. Comment, share, like. Go to my Instagram at Willie Barrio. Send me messages. I accept all messages. I accept everything. Criticism, whatever you want. Because without you, I can't get better. Thank you. Until the next episode.